Hello guys, welcome to TANAJI IAS Academy, and I'm your educator of quant and reasoning, and this is about me. My name is Arvind Kumar, and I'm your faculty of quant and reasoning, and this is my qualification BSc and MA Economics and B.Ed. My teaching experience is 3 years, and my qualified exam is IBPS, RRBPO, LIC ADU, and LIC Assistant. So move forward, and in this video we will discuss about coding decoding. If I will break in three type of coding decoding: type 1, type 1 and type 2 and the type 3. Type in the type 1 we will discuss about letter to letter coding. Letter to letter coding. And the type 2 we will discuss letter to number. Letter to number. And the last and the type 3 is group of word. Group of words. Here three type of coding decoding, and one by one we will discuss. So in this video we will discuss letter to letter coding. And now moving forward, in the coding decoding you have to learn alphabets. You have to learn alphabets, letter, number, and opposite alphabet. Initially I will discuss the pattern. And then we will do questions. First pattern is letter to letter. Letter to letter means similar pattern. It means जो फर्स्ट प्लेस पर आपके कोई लेटर होता है उसकी कोडिंग फर्स्ट प्लेस पर ही की जाती है, एंड सेकंड प्लेस पे जो लेटर होता है उसकी कोडिंग सेकंड प्लेस पे की जाती है, थर्ड लेटर की कोडिंग थर्ड लेटर पे की जाती है, एंड फोर्थ लेटर की कोडिंग फोर्थ पे, एंड द लाइक दिस सिमिलरली. ठीक है. एंड द सेकंड वन इज क्रॉस पैटर्न. दिस इज द क्रॉस पैटर्न. क्रॉस पैटर्न मीन्स कि अगर आपके पास जो फर्स्ट लेटर की कोडिंग है वो आपको सेकंड पोजीशन पे देखने के लिए मिलती है, एंड सेकंड पोजीशन वाली कोडिंग आपको फर्स्ट पोजीशन पे देखने को मिलेगी. यहाँ पर फिर थर्ड वाली कोडिंग फोर्थ पोजीशन पे होगी और फोर्थ वाली कोडिंग थर्ड पोजीशन पे होगी, एंड द सिमिलर लाइक दिस. एंड द थर्ड पैटर्न इज रिवर्स पैटर्न. First letter will shift to last, and the last letter will be shift to 1, and second letter will shift to second last, and fourth letter will shift to second, and the third one is remain the same. If number of letter is even, the every pair of the letter will interchange, and if number of letter odd, the middle letter will be the same. Here there are three type of pattern, and in this pattern we will discuss the questions. Let's start the questions. The first question is, routine is written as VMRGFLI. How will cruelty be written in that code language? First of all, we have to observe the pattern between the routine and this coding, and then we will apply on cruelty. Routine. First of all, we write the number of the letter routine, ROUTINE, and the letter of routine and the number of letter of routine. R is 18, O is 15, U is 21, and the T is 20, I is 9, and the N is 14, and E is 5, and the coding is VM. G, F, L and I, and the number of this letter V is 22, M is 13, R is 18, G is 7, F is 6, L is 12 and I is 9. अगर आपने अल्फाबेट के अभी तक लेटर याद नहीं किए हैं तो मेरी प्रीवियस वीडियो जाके आप देख सकते हैं जहां पर मैंने अल्फाबेट एंड द अल्फाबेट अपोजिट लेटर को याद करने की ट्रिक बताई है. क्लियर? In this question, the pattern is 18 and 9. But how you observe? See, 5 and 22. If I plus 5 plus 22 is 27, and 27 it means the alphabet opposite. Here the 18 and 9, 18 and 9, 18 and 9, 18 plus 9 will be 27, and the 27 means this is the opposite letter, and here we will check 14 means 14 and 13. 14 plus 13 will be 27, and the 15, this is the 15. 15 and 12, 15 and 12, the sum of the 15 and 12 will be 27, and the 9 and 18 will be also 27, and the 21 and 6 will be 27, and 20 and 7 will be 27. So, are a cross pattern. Cross means reverse pattern and opposite alphabet. So, this pattern we will apply on cruelty. First of all, opposite of C is X, and the opposite of Y is B. Opposite of R is I, and the opposite of T is G. Opposite of U is F, and opposite of L is O, and opposite of E is V. It means B, G, O, V, F, I, X is the correct answer. But this is not in the option, not A, not B, not C and not D. So we will mark none of these. The correct answer for this question is option number E, none of these. Next question is compatible. Compatible is written as this. This is the coding for the compatible, and how is stabilized written in that code? First of all, we will write down the compatible. C-O-M-P-A-T-I-B-L and E, and here is the code B Q N P D D K A H and S. If we break into two parts from this one, so you will observe A in the cross pattern plus 1, and C is D plus 1, and P is plus 1, and O is plus 1, M is plus and 1. Here in the last five letter, T is S, means T is 20, and S is 19. S is 19 means minus 1, and E is 5 and D is 4. It means minus 1. I is H means minus 1, and L is K means minus 1, and B is to A means minus 1. So clearly you can see in the first five letter the pattern is plus 1, plus 1, plus 1 and plus 1, but pattern is reverse. And the last five letter the combination is minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 and minus 1, but the pattern is also reverse. So you can apply on stabilized. We will break into two parts from this. The five letter is here and the five letter is here. You can easily add on the plus 1 number in the cross pattern. I is 9 and the letter is J. Letter is J. First letter is J. So you can see your option. The first A1 is not applicable and the B will be possible and the C will be possible and D is none of these. We will check B and C. And the I is J and the B is C and A is B and T is U and S is T. It means J C B U T. J C B U T. It means the first 5 letters are matched, but we have to check the last 5 letter also. Here the last 5 letter is -1 formation. So D will be reduced to C. D will be reduced to C and the C is not the fifth letter and the C is not the fifth letter and the C is not the fifth letter. So we will move on the option number D, means none of these. It means the option number B is also wrong and the option number C is also wrong. So we can opt the none of these. Clear? We will move the next question. Now moving forward, certain is coded as this and the sequence is coded as this. Then how would mundane be coded? Mundane be coded. We will clearly observe the first letter is C and the first letter is X. C and X are the opposite letter and the second letter is E and the second letter is V. E and V also the opposite letter and the R. R is coded to I and the R and I also the opposite letter. And if we check the last letter N and the last letter is M, so M and N are also opposite letter. Here clearly we can say that the pattern of the certain and this coding is opposite letter. We can apply on the mundane. We can apply on mundane. So mundane is M U N D A N and E. Mundane is the letter to letter. M, opposite of M is N and the opposite of U is F and opposite of N is M and the opposite of D is W. This is the W and the opposite of A is Z and the opposite of N is M and the opposite of E is V. Here is the answer. NFM, NFM, WZ, MP. Here is the option number B will be the answer. Clearly, come to the next question. The word come at once. Come at once, we are written as this. It means come at once is coded by this. In the same language, what will be the code of OK? We have to find the code of OK. Okay. First, we have checked the pattern of come at once and this. You are clearly observing the first letter is C and the first letter is X. C and X are the opposite letter. And if you move the last letter is E and the last letter is V and E and V are also the opposite letter. If we move at the AT, it means the fifth letter from the starting. The fifth letter means Z, the Z and the A and Z are also opposite letter and the T is the next to the A and the next to the Z is G. It means clearly you can observe the pattern between the come at once and this coding is opposite letter. Opposite letter. If we have a opposite letter pattern, you can say the answer of OK is opposite letter of O is L and the opposite letter of K is P. So final answer is L and P. L and P, it means D is the answer for this questions. Moving forward, next question. Next question is, in a certain code language, streamling is written as this and how will the word periodical be written as? Streamling, STREAMLING and the coding is CGTVUHOJNT. M, and N. You are clearly observing that streamling is a large word. If you have a large word, you have to break into the two parts, 5 and 5 letter. So you can pairing the easily. C, A move to C. It means the addition of two letter, and the S move to U means addition of two letter. E is moved to G and the addition of two letter, and the T moved to V, addition of two letter, and the R is T means plus 2. And the last 5 letter is M to N. M to N means plus 1, and G to H is plus 1, and the L is 12, M is 13 means plus 1, and the N is plus 1, and the I is J plus 1. It means the first 5 letter are adding a plus 2, and the last 5 letter are adding a plus 1 combination. So we can easily written the periodically means P E R I O D I C A L. This is the D. So we can break into the starting 5 letter and the last 5 letter. In the first 5 letter, we have to add the letter 2 in the reverse pattern. So we have to add plus 2. O is 15 and the 17. 17 means Q, and the P is 16 and the 16 plus 2 is 18 means R. And the I is 9 and 9 plus 2 is 11 means K, and the E is 5. E is 5 and the plus 2 can even 7. 7 means G, and the R is 18 plus 2 is 20 and T. It means Q, K, T, G, R. It means option number is removed, option number B is removed, and the option number C will be the answer, and the option number D will be the answer, and none of these. So we have to check the C and D option. Q, K, T, G, R, the first 5 letter are matched. Q, K, T, G, R, and the first 5 letter are matched. But we have to check the last 5 letter. The last 5 letter are addition of plus 1. So we can addition the plus 1. The D is plus 1 by E, and the L is 12. L is 12 and the plus 1 is 13, and 13 is M. 13 is M. It means the starting the sixth letter is M and the last letter is E. So you can observe the sixth letter is M and the last letter is E, but in the option number D the last letter is F, so we can remove this option also, but we have to check the another 3 letter also, because in the question you have a none of these. So you can't skip the 3 letter. So A is plus 1 and this is B, and I is 9 and 9 plus 1 is 10 means J, and the C is plus 1 means D. So M, B, D, J, E, and the last 5 letters are fully matched. The correct answer for this question is option number C. So moving forward, the next question is in a certain code language, omnipresent is written as, this is the code for the omnipresent, and how, this is the repeated. The how will credibility be written in that code? We have to observe the omnipresent and the coding. O M N I P R E S E N T, and the code for this is the O, and the code for the omnipresent is Q J O N P T S P T S M D R and D. Here is the, you can observe the, it is the 2 large word. So we have to break into the 5 letter, 2 and 3 5. If we can break into 5, and the 3 and 2 5, it means the 5. So this is the break. We can observe P is 16 and the Q is 17. It means the plus 1 addition. O is 15 and the Q is 16. So here is the plus 1 addition. Okay, and the I is 9 and the J is 10. It means this is the plus 1, and the M is 13 and the N is 14, and this is the plus 1. N is 14 and O is 15, it means this is also +1. It means the first 5 letter has a pattern of +1 and the last 5 letter we have to check. E is 5 and the D is 4. It means 5, 4 means -1 and the T is 20 and S is 19. T to 19 is -1 and the S is 19 and R is 18. It means -1. N is 14 and the M is 13. It means -1 and E is 5 and the D is 4. It means -1. And we have to check the middle letter of R. R, it means R is 18 and the T is 20. And the difference between the 18 and 20 is +2. In the first 5 letter we have a pattern of +1 and the last 5 letter we have a pattern of -1, but in the middle letter we have a +2. We have to apply this pattern in the gradability. Gradability means 3 on to 5 means this is the first half and this is the last half, and we have to +2. +2 it means the letter is D. We can observe the letter of D. It means the 6th letter is D. So 3 and the 5 and the 6th letter is D. Here is the present, and the 6th letter is 3 and the 5. This is not a. It means the option number B will not be the answer, and 3 and 5 and D maybe the option number C will be also answer, and 3 and 5 D and maybe D. You remove the option number B. Option number B. Now we have to check option number A, C and D. So we have to add the +1 in the first half. +1 it means I is J and D is E and E is F and R is F and C is D. It means you have to repeat it D and D, D and D, D and D and D and D. And the 5th letter is D. It means 3 and 5. 5th and 6th letter will be D, and the D and D here are the present, and the 5th. Then option number A are also, we can remove the option number A, and here the left option is option number C and D. If we check 5th and 6th letter, 5th and 6th letter is D and D. And now we have to check the last 5 letter with the pattern of -1. -1 is means I will be the H, I will be the H and Y will be the X. After the D, the next letter is X. So next letter is X and the next letter is Z. Next letter is Z, and we have to check the another letter. T is 20 and the -1 is S, and I is 9 and the -1 is H, and L is 12 and the -1 is K. X, S, H, K, H. Here is the option number C is the correct answer for this question. So moving forward, coming to the next question. In a certain code, distance is written as this and the document is written as this. How is Thursday written in that language? First of all, we have to check the pattern, or the coding between the distance and the coded form of this and the document and this. And now we have to check the distance, D-I-S-T-A-N-C-E, distance, and the coding for the distance is I, Z, T, U, B, E, C and N. Initially you can observe easily I and D will be the interchange. I and D are changed, and the last 3 letters are also in the cross pattern, N, C and E. This is the last 3 letter and this is the first 2 letter, and the remaining 3 letter has a +1 coding. +1 it means because S is 19 and T is 20 means +1, and T is 20 and U is 21 means +1, and A is 1 and the B is 2 means +1. This is the pattern of this question. So we have to apply on the Thursday. T H U R S D A Y. Thursday means the first 2 letter will be interchange means H and T, and the last 3 letter will be the cross change. This is the Y, A and T, and the middle 3 letter will be the +1 addition, and the U will be the U and the R will be S and S will be T. So HTVS, this is not answer, and this is HTT, also not answer. HTVSSTYDA, and this is the answer. It means option number C will be the correct answer for this question. Next question is rain. RAIN. Rain is coded as this and the speak is written as this. We have to find the code for avoid. First of all, we observe rain. RAIN. The coding for the rain is KCTP. The pattern is the first three letter in the cross pattern. It means I is 9 and K is 11. K is 11. So I is 9 and the K is 11. It means plus 2 addition. And the R is 18 and the T is 20. It means plus 2. This is the, and the A is 1 and the C is 3. It also plus 2. And the N is 14 and the P is 16. And this is the similar letter. It means the position of N and P are not changed. So, but plus 2 is the addition. So we have to apply this, but this is the 4 letter and this is the 5 letter. So we have to check the speak. SPEAK, and the coding of speak is CGRUM. In this word, we have to check the pattern. The last letter is same but addition of 2, and the last and the first letter is cross pattern and the addition of 2, and the S is 19 and the U is 21, and the cross pattern is but addition of 2, and the E is 5 and the G is 7. It means the addition of 2 letter, and the P is 16 and the R is 18, and the addition of 2 letter. It means the last letter will be the remain same and the initial letter will be the cross coding, or you can say the reverse coding, but addition of 2. So we have to find avoid. It means the D will be the same position and but plus 2. It means the letter F. The letter F, it means this is not the F and this is the F, this is the F and this is not the F. So we can add the plus 2 initial 4 letter. I means 9 and 2 is 11, and the letter of 11 is K, and the A is 1, and the letter of 3 is K, it means C, and the O is 15, and 15 plus 2 is 17, 17 means Q, and the V is 22, 22 is plus 2, 24, it means X. KQXC, and the F. Here is the option number B will be the correct answer for this question, and this is not answer. Option number B is the correct answer. Next question is, mother is written as ONHURF. How will answer be written in that code? Write down the mother, MOTHER. The code for mother is ONHURF. And F. Clearly you can observe the second letter and the first letter is same, and the fourth letter is the third letter is same, and the last letter and the second last letter is same, but and the M is N is the plus 1 addition, and the T to U is plus 1, and the E to F is plus 1. So you can say the odd places letter will be the addition of plus 1, and the even places of letter will be the remain same in the interchange pattern. We have to find the code for answer. So A N S W E N R, N, and here is the W, and here is the R, and the A is plus 1, it means B, and the S is plus 1 is T, and the E is plus 1 is F. It means NBWT and RF. NBWT, this is not the answer. NBWT, this is not the answer. MB, this is not the answer. M, B, W, T and R, F, and this is the final answer. It means option number D will be the correct answer for this question. Next question is hand is written as this, then what will be the code for milk? Hand, HAND. The code for hand is S, Z, M and W. If you learn the opposite alphabet letter, so you can easily observe the HS. It means Honey Singh, AZ means Azad, NM is Mango or Manmohan Singh, and DW is Dew. It means here are the opposite letter coding. We have to find the coding for milk. M, opposite letter of M is N, and opposite letter of I is R, opposite letter for L is O, and the opposite letter of K is P. NROP, NROP. It means option number C will be the correct answer for this question. Next question is flower is coded as this, and then how is terminal coded in that language? We have to write down the flower, FLOWER, the coding for is flower, UOLD, V and I. Here is the same question and the same pattern which we discussed in the last question. F, the opposite letter of F is U, and the opposite letter of L is O, opposite letter of O is L, and the opposite letter of W is T, opposite letter of E is V, and the opposite letter of R is I. We have to write down the opposite letter of terminal T. T means G. The first option is removed and the G will be the answer, and the R also removed, and this is not the answer. So the opposite letter of T is G, and the opposite letter of E is V, opposite letter for R is I, and opposite letter of M is AND, and the opposite letter of I is R, and the opposite letter of N is M, and the opposite letter of A is also Z, and the opposite letter of L is O. It means the option number B is the correct answer. Option number B will be the correct answer for this question. Next question is, in a certain code, board is written as this. How is climb written in that language? So we have to observe the coding between the board and this. BOARD, and the coding for board is EQBNC. If you observe, the letter B will shift to C. It means the +1, and the letter is D will combine with E, and the letter is +1. So O will match to N, and the O is 15 but N is 14. It means -1, and the R is 18 and the Q is 17. It also -1, and the A is 1 and the B is 2. It means the +1. You can observe here is the reverse pattern. But addition of +1, -1, +1, -1 and the +1. It means this is the alternate. This is the alternate addition and subtraction. We can apply this on climb. So CLIMB. This is the +1, it means C, and this is the also +1. C is +1 is D, and M is -1. -1 it means L, and the L is 12 and the -1 is 11. The letter is K, and the I is 9, and the 9 + 1 is 10. It means J. CLJKD. Option number A is the correct answer for this question. In this video, I discussed the most important question for the UPSC CSAT examination, and thanks for watching this video, and hit the subscribe and like button.